Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the the iNASCAR Racing Series here on iRacing in the Winter Series and round number 6 for these late model drivers. Heads their way to Nashville Speedway here tonight. Good to go here. This should be a good one here tonight. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway is your host here. Again, going to be another great night of racing action. Here coming into the night, there's Tony Jabs there. Michael Whitley up there on top of the board right now in practice. That number 94 ride first on the practice charts. The good old Krispy Kreme ride out here. Let's take a look really quick at the point standings coming into this round here tonight. Here we go. Here is your point standings here as they come into the night. Travis Bennett on top of the board. Josh Douglas second. Jack Stair third. Now, interesting points leader Bennett not here tonight. Garrett D. Weldon there in fourth. Richard Mills is going to be fifth in points. G. Scott Thompson. And Michael Whitley back there in seventh in points. Paul Rise, Benjamin Bryant, Jasper Crawford. You saw Jasper run so well a week ago. 10th in points as well. 103 points out. That's going to be your point standings here coming into round number 6 here tonight. Should be a fun round here. 75 laps around the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here tonight for the iNRS late model division. Let's take a look if we can here. There we go. Let's take a look at a couple of these drivers, starting with your driver that was fastest in practice here tonight. There's Michael right now. Right there is Michael. Let's take a look at his best finishes this year on that driver, and let's take a look at that now. And get that nothing on it. That is weird. Have to add him in there. Michael right there in that 94 machine, ready to go here tonight. Also, taking a look here through the field, Tony Jabs right now, top of the board. Good job, Tony. Along with a couple more here. They have an issue there with that, but that's all good. We'll get ready to go racing here in just a moment. Here tonight, again, we'll get ready to go racing for 75 laps. Your race distance here tonight. So again, 75 laps your race distance. Field going to start qualifying right now. So here we go. Qualifying underway here as we get ready to go here, and we will see who can go top of the charts here tonight. Again, going to be a fun race to see around Nashville. Don't get to cover many here at this beautiful racetrack, this beautiful facility. We can see here 75 laps of racing action. You can see Tony right now off into turn 3 and 4 to 42 ride. That's Mr. Tony Japs. They're going to work his way a little bit loose there for the 42. He'll hang on. Hang on there in the 42. Scott Thomas there, second on the charts. See who else can clock in. Rufus there rolling off a pit road. There's old Rufus there in that Chevrolet. Carl Mason back there. Eric Jeffries there as well. There's Jeffries in that number 12 ride. Let's see what Jeffries can do. Crosses the stripe that time by. And Eric Jeffries, top of the board. Quick time, 19.145 for Eric Jeffries in that Pennzoil machine. Goes top of the board. That beautiful number 12 ride. Quickest in qualifying right now. Gonna look at Rufus. He'll come up to speed in that number 83 machine. Late on board that car, a little bit out of shape out of turn 2. He'll gather it back up. Roll down the back straightaway as well. Beautiful looking ride for the 37 ride. This wing here. David Overstreet. Right there in the mix also. That's the way everybody sets. Michael Whitley there. Top of the board. The Krispy Kreme Donuts machine. You'll see how he runs here. Again, 2:30 left on the board here. Tonight from the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here tonight. Again, thank you everybody for coming out. We're going to go to the extended screen for a moment. We can get a little bit better look here at this racetrack here tonight. Again, this beautiful racetrack. You see that 94 rod working his way off the corner. Such a fun racetrack. You come to Nashville, old worn out surface. We're going to see that all night long be a thing that these drivers are going to have to contend with. This worn out racing surface, I'm sure, is going to bring a lot of fun over the evening to drivers as he'll bring that car to pit road. Here again, 75 laps, your race distance out of the iNASCAR group. Gotta be interesting to see everybody trying to figure out what they're going to need to do here. Getting ready to go. So again, with guys working their way through here, we'll get ready in just a moment to go green flag racing here from the fairgrounds here tonight. And oh man, I'm looking forward to it here this evening. Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Beautiful facility here on a Thursday night. Just before Christmas, I want to wish everybody early Merry Christmas to everybody in chat. We get to see each and every, and I'm just looking so much forward to this here tonight, that's for sure. But we're going to get ready to send them racing here in just a moment. We're going to get back to your regular race screen and get your starting lineup ready to go here from the fairgrounds. Oh, should be a good one. A little light on cars, but I think it's going to matter too much here tonight. I think it's going to be a great show. There's about 13 late models out here ready to put on a heck of a gig here. Fire them all. Let's take a look at the iNASCAR starting lineup here for the late models here. Get ready to fire this thing back off. Waiting here for us to get going. You see right now they'll grid up here. Heat number 1 coming your way right here in just a moment to get ready to go. So heat number 1 coming your way here in a moment. Should be one heat race here tonight. Everybody's going to get lined up in the heat here, and then we'll have our 75 lap feature up here in just a moment. So again, 75 laps will be your A main feature. Heat number 1 going to roll off here in just a moment. The old 2x2. And starting up front in the heat race, it's going to be Eric Jeffers there alongside Michael, Tony Jabs, Nicholas Wing, Dan right there as well. Dan the man going to line up just behind him also. Great to see him, nice and easy qualifying effort here tonight. There's old Dan Hughes right there in that beautiful number 6 ride as he gets ready to trigger this thing off here tonight. Dan right there, ready to rock and roll. Taking a look, Eric Jeffries, Tony Jabs right there, Michael there as well. Jeffers there in the mix also. Gonna be a good one here tonight for him. Michael just behind him, along with Tony Jabs and Dan right there. Josh Douglas starting 7th here in heat number 1. Rufus back there. Joe, Carl, and David Overstreet there as well as Vince Burns right there. So Eric Jeffers is going to bring them to green here tonight. Eric will bring them down. from the start, from the front of the field here for the heat here tonight. Ready to go. 75 laps, your race distance. Heat number 1, ready to go here tonight. We are ready to go. Coming to green. Green flag is out. We're racing here tonight at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Everybody up to speed here early on, at least. Down the back straightaway, Jeffers will pull away by a couple of car lengths over Whitley there behind him. Whitley going to try to stay with him here as they head down the front straightaway once again. So Whitley trying to stay with them here. A little bit of side-by-side action deep in the pack. There's Alberto. We got a problem. It's Alberto around back straightaway. And caution is out. Alberto going to come around. Wow. Alberto getting turned here. Let's take a look. Wow. Backs it down into the inside barrier for Alberto there. There's Rufus behind him. One more look at it as he goes around. First caution of the night out with 9 to go in the first heat of the evening. One more look in slow-mo here. Alberto up the hill. And loses the back of the race car. You see it bobble right there. Back of the car going to come around. And he's about to get into that wall pretty hard. Take a look. Gets loose, then gets a little bit of help. And as that car comes down the hill, nowhere to go but the inside wall from here. The 46 is going to make pretty big impact to the inside. That's going to be David Overstreet. Knocked the front end off that race car. Eric Jeffers continuing to lead right now. So Jeffers leading the way, or up to set, will be leading the way here on the restart. Whitley there in second. It's going to be Tony Jabs going to be running third here tonight. Light's going to go out on the pace car once again. So again, it's going to be Tony Jabs right there. Starting alongside again, 9 to go in heat number 1 here tonight. As the field will get back double file. You see this number 6 Hardy's machine right there of Dan Hughes going to be right there behind him. That beautiful Chevrolet ready to go here tonight. We'll get ready to go once again. There'll be 8 laps to go for the restart here. Out front going to be Eric Jeffers bringing them to green out of turn number 4 here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Green flag is out. Jeffers will pull ahead. Japs immediately going to follow the third as they roll into turn 1 and 2 for yet another attempt here. Josh Douglas right there, mid-pack there. There's the number 8 of Douglas. He'll go to the top side. Scott Thomas right there behind him as well. There's Scott. There in the 79 ride. Rufus, we got a problem. Big issue for the 5-2 cars up and over. Caution number 2 early in heat number 1. Go look at the 5. Got a yellow on the racetrack once again. 83 going for a well of a ride. You see a car getting crossed up. Nowhere for him to go. Everybody else going to pile in. Caution is out. Vince getting a little bit of it there in the Vince Burns there in the Waffle House machine. Okay, got a piece of it here and one more look at it. Second caution here early in heat number 1. Car gets crossed up and look at everybody scramble. And it looks like he'll get by the 46. Not so lucky. Second accident here already for this 46 ride in this heat. We'll roll him back up and start rolling back around once again. Again, 7 laps to go this time by when we get the green flag. Jeffers, the Pennzoil number 12 machine, leads here tonight at Nashville. Jeffers leads the way. It's going to be Michael Whitley right there behind him. 2 by 2 is what will go here in a moment. iNASCAR Winter Late Model Division. Round number 6 from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. We'll get ready to turn them back loose here in a moment. Lights will go off on the pace car, and we'll let them rumble back to life here in the Music City. Beautiful sound of race car engines here tonight fills the air as we get ready to go back green at the fairgrounds. That 12 machine will bring them down. Lights off on the pace car. 7 laps to go in heat number 1 tonight. Your one and only heat here this evening. Heat number 1. Get ready to do it. The old gonna go double file. Eric right there as well. Michael. Dan there in the mix also. Dan Hughes. Josh Douglas. Scott Thompson right there as well. It'll be 7 laps to go. David Overstreet. Vince Burns. Alberto right there in that 7 Monster Energy machine. But Eric Jeffers going to bring them to green. Green flag is out. The winter heat series is underway. Green flag back out. 7 to go. Here's a go into turn 1 and 2. Overstreet back here side by side with the 37 wide of Carl. Carl going to try to get clear down the back straightaway. Overstreet 8. Overstreet falls to 8th here. There's Dan up near the front here. 6 laps to go. Tony Jabs side by side now with the 42 underneath of Michael Whitley. Whitley trying to hold him at bay. Whitley trying to hold Jabs back here. A couple of spots. 5 to go for Eric Jeffers. This time by in heat number 1. Eric Jeffers looking to go to victory lane here in heat number 1 tonight. Right now, Michael Whitley there. Tony Jabs battling for 2nd. David Overstreet will slide it back to 10th. Nicholas Wing there as well. In 9th, Rufus Bryant hanging on. The 7 going to be out of shape. That's Mr. Alberto again, and everybody will work their way by. Whitley hanging on to 2nd right now in front of Jabs. Nothing Jabs can do. Just stay in line for now. Jabs going to get the run off of turn 4. He'll stick the right front right there to the back bumper and move that 94 up the hill. Moves him up the hill, keeps it rolling down the back straightaway. Looking for running room here. First up front leading. Meanwhile, Jabs and Mike and Whitley, and we got a caution. Caution on the racetrack. 83 having a minor problem. Caution going to be out. About what happened to cause this when the 83 having an issue out of turn number 2. Car gets away from him. Hard impact into the bottom. He'll tow that car to pit road, and we'll get ready for a late race restart here in heat number 1. Eric Jeffers will lead them to green. Whitley will be right there behind him in 2nd for the restart with 3 to go in heat 1 here tonight. It'll be our one and only heat here tonight. 13 drivers showing up. All 13 will make the A main here tonight. So lights will get ready to go off on the pace car in a moment. The lights will go out here in just one moment on the iRacing pace car. The lights off this time by. And here we go. So this time through, waiting on the lights to extinguish. Eric Jeffers dominant early here tonight in heat number 1. We got an extra lap of caution here. There's Douglas Burns back here as well. Nice run for Burns. Holding on there in that number 37 ride. Late in this first heat of the evening. Lights off on the pace car. Here we go. Jeffers will bring them to green. 2-lap shootout to begin the heat number 1. Here we go. Lights out on the pace car. Let's go. You're going to get a single filed out. Green flag in the air. We're rolling. 2 to go. Caution's going to wave. They're going to wave off that restart, and we'll stack them back up. The race control waving off the restart. Not looking good enough for us here tonight, so we'll get ready to stack back up. We're going to have to stack back up here and get ready for yet another restart. iRacing pace car coming around.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Good job waving it off in time. Getting the pace car back out in front of the field here to stack them back up. Now this time lights should go off on the iRacing pace car, and we should get a pretty good even side-by-side restart here in a moment. And lights off. There we go. So lights are out. Single file. Here we go. Starting to get situated here down into turn 1 and 2. It'll be a 3-lap dash to the end of heat number 1 here tonight. So with a 3-lap dash, get ready to go. It's going to be Eric Jeffers, Michael Whitley, Tony Jabs, Dan Hughes, Josh Douglas, Scott Thomas. Then it's going to be Carl, Vince, Nicholas, and David Overstreet, rounding out your top 10 in heat number 1 right now. Here we go. Coming to green, coming to green, coming to green. Green flag is out. We're rolling. Back underway. 2 to go. Jeffers leads. Meanwhile, behind them, everybody's starting to fall in line. 2 laps to go. There's the 6-8 of Josh Douglas. He'll move forward into the top 5 here in heat number 1. So Douglas doing a great job. Top 5 run for him. Out of turn number 4. White flag to wave. Eric Jeffers leads by about 0.4 of a second in the pencil, number 12. Michael Whitley in second. Dan Hughes there as well, as alongside Tony Jabs. Going to try to make the move late for second. He'll get alongside to the start-finish line. Whitley will hold him off. Jabs will come home third. And that will round out heat number 1. 40i NASCAR winner late model division. Now we'll get warm-up started and get ready to go racing here in just a moment. So again, we'll get ready to go racing here in the A main in just one moment. Heat number 1 is in the books. A great job. Heat number 1 completely in the books here tonight. We'll get ready to go. Ready to go again. 2 minutes remaining as we get ready to go. We're going to work their way through, and actually they're going to cut it short here. We're just going to get ready to stack them up and go here. So we'll start getting them gridded up on the front straightaway. Your 75 lap A main coming right up here tonight. Your feature race here in just a moment. Going to go green for these drivers. 75 laps your race distance here tonight. We'll get stacked up. Jeffers out front, dominating that heat last in heat number 1. We'll see if he can replicate that here in the A main here tonight. Going to be interesting here. We'll get ready here as we continue to get them ready to go. Right there on the front straightaway, you see the cars lining up. Happy to see everybody out there and going at it. And then we'll go green for 75 laps. Pace car sitting there at the end of pit road. Can Jeffers do it here tonight? Car was so quick and practiced in heat number 1. How will that car fare here tonight in the feature race here for 75 laps? I think it'll do pretty well if he can keep the rear tires on the car. We've seen the exit of the corners and the heats be an issue. We'll see if that carries over to the main here tonight. Field ready to go here. Be good here in just a moment. Field ready to go. And it's going to be such a great race here tonight. As we get ready to go right now, field going to roll off. Tony right there in third. Roll off here tonight. We're going to roll off here and get ready to pace by the iRacing pace car. Tony right there. Eric Jeffers out front. Great to see Eric with us here tonight. Whitley going to start second. Third going to be Tony Jabs right there in that number 42 machine. Dan Hughes, John Douglas back here. Or Josh Douglas, excuse me. Then it's going to be Scott Thompson. Or Scott Thomas right there. That number 79 ride. Burns hanging on. There's Nicholas Wing here tonight. David Overstreet right there will roll off 10th here. And then it will be Alberto going to roll off 11th. 12th is Richard Mills. And 13th at the end of the field here tonight, Mr. Rufus Bryant going to roll off here in 13th this evening. That's the way we sit here as we get ready to go green flag racing.
Green flag, green
Jeffers
flag.
out front. Here we go, green flag in the air. There is Whitley. He'll be in second right now as he works his way through. Green flag in the air. Jeffers out front here. Out of turn number 4, Eric Jeffers. Great job. He'll roll down the front straight, back straightaway for the first time tonight. Here comes Whitley right there behind him. Into the second off the leader right now, Josh Douglas. Along with or just behind him, Scott Thomas and more. Oh, Scott may have got him just about turned down into turn number 1. He'll keep it straight. Jeffers now pulling out 2.5, 3/10 of a second, the gap out front. Jeffers continuing to pull away. Douglas trying to move forward. He'll be up to 5th now, going for 4th. He'll be underneath the 6th of Dan Hughes here tonight. Great run for Dan and Hardy's ride, but Josh Douglas going to sneak alongside here early. Oh no, Dan up the hill. Man, oh man. There's Burns sneaking through. Nicholas Wing back here. Great racing across the board. There's Dan sliding backwards. That's Dan Hughes back to that 7th spot now. After starting 4th in the race here tonight, has slid backwards a few spots. Eric Jeffers continuing to run. Josh Douglas in behind him. Single file, 5 comes down. 70 to go here tonight early on. Scott Thomas hanging on as well. Great run for Scott. Nice job holding serve right now in the 6th spot. Not falling anything early, but not gaining either. Just holding serve. Meanwhile, Jeffers out front. Gap now 6/10 of a second over this man, Michael Whitley, sitting behind him in the 94 ride. Tony Jabs trying to chase him down. Jeff Douglas, or Josh Douglas, Carl Mason. Mason right there with Scott Thomas putting the pressure to him. Here comes the 6 of Dan Hughes. Contact. Great save. Nope, the 6 going to go around to Dan. Front straightaway caution out. Little bit of contact. Got the car out of shape. Dan was never able to gather it up. Let's take a look one more time. Car starts to step out, tries to grab a hold of it, overcorrects, comes around, and into the inside wall for that Hardy's number 6 machine. Man, that's a new meaning to baking egg and cheese sandwich, man. Into that inside wall pretty hard. And meanwhile, Michael Whitley will continue to lead here early. 9 laps completed to 75. Or will run second, excuse me. They continue to work their way around up front right now. See if we can find somebody to talk to here early on. Here in your feature event here tonight. Incomplete. Way right there. Jeffers, teammate out of the Full Throttle stable. Let's talk to Whitley right quick. Hey, Michael Whitley, Matt in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. What's up?
Oh, not much, man. We're sitting second right now behind your teammate up in front of you, Mr. Jeffries. Full Throttle Motorsports looking strong tonight.
Yeah, looks like we brought the right package tonight. Missing our other teammate Travis, but he's out enjoying Christmas with the family.
Enjoying the Christmas. But the only
Yes,
bad
sir.
part of that might hurt his points lead a little bit, but you know. There's
We figured it up. He's got a 49-point lead, so Josh would need 55 points to. He would have to have a max point night to beat him.
10-4, man. Well, great look on that car here tonight. Right now running second on the field, sir. Hope we can keep that car up near the front, buddy.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for all you do.
Yep, no problem, man. Looking forward to seeing you get out there and get her done.
Yes, sir.
All right, Full Throttle Motorsports 1-2 right now. Lights going to be off on the race car. That's the Full Throttle Motorsports driver there with teammate Jeffries just in front of him when he jabs there. That team is nice and strong. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Full Throttle Motorsports stable. What we got here is we come to green this time by field 2x2, 13 to 75 complete. Here we go, coming to green, looking at Tony Jabs. Green flag back in the air. Carl Mason right there as well. And teammates going to start to work their way to the bottom. Here comes Tony Jabs. Going to put the pressure to Whitley. Whitley will pull away. Carl Mason to the outside now. Here comes Mason. Up to third, started seventh here tonight. He'll move forward as we speak. Here comes Mason. He'll use the top side. It's there. It's available. Go for it. Mason around the top. Trying to get by Tony Jabs. Top two separating themselves. Battle now for third. Mason not able to get it done. He's going to stumble there. Opens the door of Scott Thomas to go through. Thomas will move to the top four. Got Thomas moving forward to the top four. Here comes the 37 ride. Will fall right in line with him as they head down the back straightaway once again. Vince Burns, Richard Mills, Rufus there in the mix also. That's the way we set. 16 to 75 complete. And Hughes there. Josh Douglas. David Overstreet. There is Nicholas and Alberto going to round out the field in 13th. Eric Jeffers continuing to lead right now. 17 on the board for the driver of the 12 ride. Michael Whitley. There's Tony Jabs, Scott Thomas. Carl Mason there as well. Car sideways back behind them. Douglas, after starting fifth here tonight, it's beginning to fall backwards. We got a car around. It's Dan Hughes in the Hardy's ride around out of turn 4 once again. Second caution for that driver here tonight. Caution out yet again. Around goes Dan Hughes there in that number 6 Hardy's ride. Caution out real quick here. And with that being said, I'm going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be back for the restart here from Nashville Fairgrounds in a moment.
Green, green.
All right, here we go back to Greenfield. Going to be 2 by 2. Right into turn number 1. Nice job. Eric Jeffers going to get the race lead back out front. 23 of 75 complete. Here tonight in the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Caution back out. And this time it's going to be David Overstreet around back straight away. Caution 23 on the board. And we got a mess back here off of turn number 2. Overstreet involved, and around we go. Car's gonna bing bang bong, pineapple juice all over one another down the back straightaway. That will bring it out once again. It's 24 complete of 75 here tonight at the fairgrounds. Eric Jeffers continuing to lead the way. Another yellow here tonight. And we will get ready to go one more time here tonight. Jeffers going to be in trouble there. That's Eric Jeffers there, bringing it down slow. Scott Thomas, Tony Jabs, Mr. Carl. Then it's going to be Vince Burns, Richard Mills, Josh Douglas. Right there as well, 25 on the board of 75. Again, this is the last broadcast of the week before our Christmas break. A lot of leagues on a 2-week break, some on a 1-week break, and then we'll be back next week with these guys. So again, after 9, everybody enjoy your Christmas holiday. And then we'll be back to racing in early January 2023. How about that? Catch me in 23. How about that? Okay, I'm not being Catch Me Outside, girl. Not happening. All right, coming to green, it'll be Jeffers to bring them to green this time. Continuing to lead over Michael Whitley right there, teammates out front with Tony Jabs there as well. As they run 26, 27 on the board. Big dog, you need to go. Yes, big dog, you need to go, I think. 26 on the board of 75, let's go.
Green flag, green flag.
27 on the board, green flag in the air once again here in Nashville. Into turn 1 and 2, Michael Whitley right there. Tony Jabs there as well. Got Thomas there in the mix also. Carl, Vince Burns right there in line as well down the front straightaway. 27 on the board. Dan Hughes there as well. Douglas in the mix, nice run for him. Douglas trying to hang on. Josh Douglas back here in 9th. Started 5th here tonight. He slowly worked his way backwards here and settled into the top 9. Carl sliding back. We got a problem. It's a problem. Caution is out. And that would be for the 7 ride of Alberto Abar. Going to get in the wall once again to bring the caution back out here at Nashville with 30 going on the board. This time by Alberto getting in the wall pretty hard. Taking a look, he sends it down in there like he hit some black ice. Car went squatting away into the inside wall. And that'll put us under yellow once again, 30 on the board. And I know it's getting cold in my area, but I didn't know there's black ice out there. You're at Nashville right now. And there we go. Caution is out once again. All right, let's talk to Josh here. Talk to Josh here in a moment. The admin booth here. Hey Josh, Matt down here in the Extreme at CMTV booth. You got a copy on it, buddy?
Hey Matt, what's going on tonight, buddy?
Not much, man. Well, I'll tell you what, a couple of cars out there looking like they're hitting black ice on the exit of these corners. But right now, you started 5th here tonight. You've dropped to 8th. You've been as far back as 12. So what's it going to take to get that car back up near the front?
Patience, man. Just, you know, the high line seems to have a good run off the corner, but it's very, very slippery at the bottom.
Right.
So if I can just get a rhythm going up here, we should be okay. But I went ahead and got my fuel because these cars only load up at 7 gallons. So I just went ahead and hit early, got my fuel, and we're gonna make a steady run back to the front.
There we go, man. Well, as long as it don't start snowing on us, we'll be all right.
That's right.
All righty, man. Best of luck to you, Josh.
Thank you, buddy.
All right, Douglas, they're going to bring it back forward. Started at 5th, here back to 8th. Got fuel on board that race car. 32 of 75 complete. We'll get ready to go back to green. Just shy of 40 to go here at Nashville. With Eric Jeffers, will bring them to green. It'll be Eric Jeffers leading them. Lights out on the pace car. And ignore the noise. I'm about to open up a beverage here. As we get ready to go, 33 on the board. Closing in on 40 to go here tonight. So 34 on the board this time by. And let's go once again.
Green, green, green.
34 on the board. Let's go. Jeffers leads. Green flag in the air. We're rolling. There's a 36. Vince Burns right there in the 55. Hello. Somebody going to kiss the wall and he'll get it straightened out. That'll be the 21. He got a little piece of the outside wall. Everybody hanging on. 35 on the board. There's 75 here tonight. Dan Hughes back here. There's old Dan the man in the Hardy's ride. He'll work his way coming off of turn number 2. 35 down, 40 to go here tonight. Oh no, Dan the man gonna go around and caution. Man, that Hardy's car is cursed tonight. Take a look. Dan the man gonna go around. Are loose on the bottom, backs it around, keeps it for the most part out of everybody's way. And caution is out. That bottom lane, they're running on butter down there or something, man. Bottom lane is slick. Caution back out here again. We'll wait for the restart. Let's talk to Mr. Overstreet here tonight. Let's do that. David Overstreet, Matt up here in the booth, buddy. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, Matt. How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Well, a far cry from your normal favorite activity of super speedway racing.
Yeah,
Oh.
turn 3 comes up really fast here.
Yeah, I know. It's awful odd, ain't it?
It's really odd.
I mean, it's almost like you can't go full throttle like you can at super speedways.
I know, you have to touch some brakes and all that.
Well, man, we know you're a great super speedway racer. We've seen you on the channel before doing that type of thing. But last week you had a pretty good run here in these late model cars. What have you got to figure out here to really get up there and maybe get a win in these things?
Don't have any more cars left, so that's a big factor. And it looks like you just have to take it easy in like first few laps. You can just track this thing more out, so you have to be careful.
Right.
Kind of new at this stuff, so I just take one night out of the week to do non-super speedway races.
There we go, man. Well, best of luck, David. Get out there and get it done, man. Go bring that thing to victory lane for the season ends, man.
Great, thank you.
All right, David Overstreet, one of the super speedway masters.
Merry Christmas, too.
And working on this stuff here and getting ready to go. 39 on the board of 75 here tonight. We get ready to go with Jeffers out front leading the way. So Eric Jeffers will bring them down in that number 12 Pennzoil machine. 40 on the board. 40 on the board of 75 here tonight. Coming to green this time by. Let's go racing. Jeffers out front by a country mile leading the way. 20 jabs right there behind him. Here comes Vince Burns. Right there as well. Burns get a dirt slip slide away off of turn number 2. Down the back straight away to 55. Ride will hang on. Douglas, Richard Mills right there as well. There's Mills going to work to the bottom. Richard Mills doing everything he can do to move forward. Josh, look at Douglas moving forward now. back into the top 6 after dropping as low as 12, starting to work his way back forward in that number 8 run here tonight. Now looking at the back bumper of Vince Burns, trying to get that car back up there. It's old Burnsy. He's going to get underneath. Oh, boy. Burns up high. Here we go. Carl there as well. Side by side for 5th, 6th right now. Here comes Douglas. Going to follow the leader right around the bottom. Try to pick up another one. Cashing on the racetrack. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And unfortunately, man, I think Dan Hughes has had enough here tonight. Let's take a look. That number 6 orange and blue Hardy's ride gonna go a whoop-de-woo around, and that will be a yellow once again. Here with 45 on the board, this time by 75 here tonight. For caution, back out. It'll be 30 laps to go when we get the restart in the iNASCAR Racing Winter Late Model Division. Here live on Extreme Sim TV. Car goes around with the rear tires up, kept it out of the fence. But unfortunately, that will pretty much end it for Mr. Hughes here tonight. And what I think is his first start of the season. Who's unfortunately going to bring them to caution. But right now, look out front. Eric Jeffers absolutely dominating here tonight. This car has been on rails all evening long. Eric Jeffers, wonderful job. You got to be impressed with what this driver is doing here tonight. Dominated the heat race, and now back out there going at it once again. What is his second start on the season? Again, made one start at South Boston Raceway. But, again, back here tonight, started 3rd at South Boston, finished 10th. Let's see if he betters that here so far in his second race of the year. Car looking mighty strong. Out front, the number 12 Pennzoil machine. But you got to look behind him. Michael Whitley right there behind him. He's going to have a go at it here on Eric Jeffers, I think. I don't think Michael Whitley is done here tonight. He's putting the pressure to him a little bit, teammates or not. Michael's just going to stay right there with him. 4th start of the year. Already 2 top 5s. Or this will be his 5th start of the year. We'll see if he can pull it off here. Green flag in the air. Whitley side by side. Here comes Tony Jabs. Jabs to the bottom. He'll work through the inside. 47 on the board. Scott Thomas back here. Double file with David Overstreet. A little bit of contact. Will stay green. Thomas the 9th here. Thomas trying to hang on. Great job, Thomas, hanging on. Tony Jabs up there. Jabs there. And Michael Whitley right there as well. They'll trade positions. Car around back straight away. It's going to be Carl Mason having a whoopsie back straight away. No caution yet. He'll get that 37 car rolling, and we may stay green. Meanwhile, Jeffers opening up the gap. You see the gap now, 1.1 of a second, the gap here. There's Michael Whitley. Vince Burns. Josh Douglas right there as well. 50 on the board of 75. Richard Mills right there in the mix also. 25 to go. Oh, Nicholas Wing way up the hill. He took wings, started flying up the racetrack. Well, it's Jeffers continuing to lead the charge right now. 52 on the board this time by. Jabs trying to stay with them. Nothing doing there. Jabs going to hold off to the back bumper of Whitley. Whitley going to stay with them. 52 on the board. Whitley hanging on. Meanwhile, Eric Jeffers right there leading the way. Jeffers leading the Pennzoil. Number 12 ride leads out front. Jeffers doing a great job right now leading. by about 0.8 of a second over Tony Jabs there in second. Jabs right now coming under fire from Michael Whitley there. Whitley going to try to get back underneath Mintz Burns. Josh Douglas right there. We got to keep the fuel situation in mind. 10 more laps of fuel as everyone else used. And Josh Douglas. So have we had enough caution laps? And as I say that, once again, we're going to get us together here at lap 54. Caution will slow them back down again here tonight. Rufus on pit road. There's a car going around down there in turn 3 and 4. Gotta be frustrating to have issues. That's Mason there that had a problem. One more look here. Mason up the hill, put some wheel in it to correct it. Not enough. Car goes around. There we go. 55 on the board. Jeffers continuing to lead. 55 on the board this time by. 5 on the board here, 20 to go. Again, 20 laps to go. Tony Jabs second. It's Burns there as well. 20 laps to go here tonight. Eric Jeffers leads the way here. There'll be 19 laps to go this time by. Jeffers continuing to lead the charge right now here in Nashville. Jeffers, wonderful race so far. Can he go to victory lane here tonight? That's going to be the question. Have Tony Jabs there running second. Michael Whitley there in third. They'll line up 1, 2, and 3 right now. Teammates out front. We're going to be 18 laps to go. 18 to go this time by. 18 to go here. How it works out here as we get ready to go. 18 to go here tonight. This time by, looking for the lights to go off. Hope we'll have an extra lap here. Man, the pressure's starting to rise here for Eric Jeffers out front leading. He's been out front on the point all night long. Now he's just got to hold on. 18 more laps. Get the dub. Go to green this time by. Coming to green. Here we go. 2 by 2 field. Gonna stack them up, roll them up, put them in dough and go. 17 to go. Eric Jeffers, Tony Jabs out front. They'll jump in the line. 17 laps to go here tonight for the iNRS Racing Series. And the winter late model division continuing to roll right now. 17 laps to go. Man, oh man, oh man. 16 to go here tonight. Back single file for the moment. 16 to go. Eric Jeffers continuing to lead. 15 to go. 15 laps to go as they work their way through. Field continuing to hang on here tonight. And field hanging on out front. We're looking at it right now. 14 laps to go. 14 big ones. They continue to work through here tonight. And right there, Richard Mills, Josh Douglas. But there as well, 14 laps to go as they work their way through side by side. Mills up to 5th. Here comes Mills, started 12th here tonight, growing some legs late. 13 to go with Eric Jeffers continuing to lead. Gap now up to about 4/10 over the field with 13 to go. 13 to go. Thomas, Douglas, Wing, Overstreet right there as well up the racetrack. So everybody's scrambling to hold on late in this one in round number 6 here tonight. Coming toward the close. Nice job. A little bit of contact up the hill. They go 11 to go. Eric Jeffers continuing to lead right now as everybody else follows through. 11 laps to go as the field hanging on right now, doing everything they can with just 11 laps to go here. Eric Jeffers leading the way now, 10 to go. Here comes Richard Mills into the top 5. Scott Thomas to 6. Thomas going to have pressure right now from Josh Douglas. Douglas underneath. He'll move forward now, trying to get a top 6 run out of it. 9 to go. 2 by 2 down the back straightaway we come. Flagman looking at 8 to go this time by for the field as we continue to hold on. 8 laps to go. Nice job. 8 to go here tonight as they work their way through. This is mid-pack you're watching at the moment. Great racing. 8 to go. Jeffers continuing to lead. That's the way they run. 7 laps to go. 7 laps to go. This time by. Coming to 6 this time now. Jeffers, Tony Jabs right there. Michael Whitley hanging on. 5 to go. Michael Whitley right there behind the 42. Great run here tonight. 5 laps to go. This time by. Jeffers holding off Tony Jabs and Moore, trying to stay with him. Oh, caution on the racetrack. Late once again, another yellow. Being involved in this one, I believe. I think Douglas is going to be the victim in this one, going to get turned around. Let's take a look. Just got turned off the corner. And there you go. Back to 10th he goes. All that ground he made up going to be for naught. And that car is pretty torn up. It's probably going to be a fast repair. As we close in on the end of this one here tonight, going to be 3 to go this time by. So it'll be a green, white, checkered finish at Nashville Fairgrounds. Not a shocker there, man. Short track racing on a Thursday night. We'll have a green, white, checkered finish. Get ready to go. 3 to go here tonight. So as we get ready to go, it'll be 2 laps to go this time by. Three to go here. Tony Jabs right there lining up as well. They get ready to go back racing. Again, as we get ready to go here, lights off, ready to go. We'll get ready for the restart. Lights will go off. Eric Jeffers will be your race leader for the restart here. We'll come to restart here in a moment. Here we go. It'll be 2 laps to go this time by. Lights are off. Jeffers, Jabs, Whitley, your top 3. Don't know what's still on. It'll be just a moment. Waiting on it here. Eric Jeffers to bring them to green. Well, Pennzoil machine hanging out tight out front. bottom of the green this time by. Field will get stacked up here. Eric Jeffers brings them down. Green flag in the air. Next time. Restart coming. Two to go. Be 2 laps to go. This time by. Jeffers, Tony Jabs right now in second. Third going to be Michael Whitley there in the mix also. Here we go. Restart coming in just a moment. Field 2 by 2. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Jeffers leads. Great restart out front, pulling away. Tony Jabs to second. Here comes the 42 ride. Up top, nothing he can do. Whitley going to get by him. Jabs going to try to fight back to Whitley. 1.5 laps to go. Nearly contact with the teammates. Turn number 4. Here we go. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for Jeffers. Teammates almost side by side. He wrecks him. Jabs wrecks his teammate. Around goes Whitley. Jeffers out front. Here we go. Jabs to second. Out front, though, second race with the lead. And it's going to be Eric Jeffries. Victory lane. Jabs second. Burns third. And Michael Whitley torn up. Krispy Kreme. Doesn't look like somebody took a bite as he'll limp the car home in 10th. And boy, oh boy, that is interesting. Jabs tried to force it in there, didn't have the room. Contact the 94 up the hill. And kablamo, nowhere for the 79 of Scott Thomas to go. Burns going to creep on through to third. Great job for Burns. The Waffle House machine coming on third. But out front here tonight, it's going to be Eric Jeffers dominating tonight's event. Won the heat race, won the main, and his second ever start in the series. Congratulations to Eric here tonight. Absolute dominance for that driver. Get your unofficial results up there. But man, oh man alive, that car was so quick. Jeffers did a great job holding on. What a run. So they're in second. Neil was in third. Oh, let's get ready to talk to that full throttle driver of Eric Jeffers here tonight. Eric, Matt in the booth. You got a copy, buddy.
I got you.
All right, he dominated the heat, dominated the A main. Your second start with the league ends in victory lane tonight, buddy.
Yeah, it feels good after last week. You know, I got dumped last week. It's probably be too much right now, but you know, it is what it is. No, had fun, and I was getting a little nervous about fuel at the end, but we made it.
Made her happen, Captain. So I know you're kind of too late for the point situation, kind of. But what does this mean to get a win there in your second start?
No, it's definitely cool. It's always, you know, it always feels good to win, right? Yeah, I didn't commit to the season. You know, I figured I'd just come in, run every now and then. Maybe once the Cup Series starts, I'll run full time. We'll see. But I got my friends in here who wanted me to race, and 2 weeks in a row I've had fun. Just went last week, went differently. So, but no, it's always good to win. Feels good.
Well, I'm really interested to know, because you mentioned having your friends in here, right? I wonder if they're down there in the full throttle hauler having a fist fight at the moment. Because if they are, I need you to get me a camera down there ASAP.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch and see what happened. I know Michael's not too happy right now. It's a shame then like that. But.
Let's put this in the most politically correct way possible. All right, you ready? Here is my non-objective, politically correct view. A certain vehicle tried to put a certain part of the vehicle in a spot where there wasn't enough room.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
And it did not end well.
Yeah, just glad I was up ahead of it this time.
But on the bright side, we can start selling MMA fight pay-per-view now. I mean, we can do that. I can make that happen.
That might happen. I mean, they're my friends and my teammates and all, but I mean, I'd watch that.
Oh, man, we'll get you to referee it. We'll just put an octagon on the front straight away and let them go at it.
Yeah, might as well.
Might as well make money off of it, right? Well,
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, man, great job getting the win in your second ever start here tonight, man. And again, congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All righty, man. Anybody else you want to give a shout out to before I let you go, brother?
No, thank you for broadcasting. Thanks, Scott, for putting on the league. Thanks to everybody behind me for not dumping me tonight. And yeah, well, it's a fun night.
All righty, man. Appreciate it, man. Great job out there tonight getting the dub here.
All right, thank you.
You took them to Applebee's, sir. Congrats. All righty. Let's get ready to talk to teammate Tony Jabs. See if how Tony's feeling. Hey, Tony Jabs, Matt in the booth, get a copy?
Got a copy. What's going on, man?
Well, I guess the first and most important question is your face still intact and no fist marks on them?
Yeah. That was not how I wanted to do that.
Well, I was just making sure because I didn't know if we was gonna have a brawl down there in the Full Throttle Hall or not. I was telling Eric there, I was like, if they're having a brawl down there, you got to get me cameras down there.
No brawl. I hate that happen. We really race good together, but I got in there a little hot, and I thought I had a little more room than I did.
Yeah, that car was trying to be a little bit more skinny than it actually was.
We ended up with some electrified donuts there.
Yes, you did, sir. Well, man, P2 for you here tonight. Great job for you coming home second. You battled with your teammates there all night. How does it feel, P2? Of course, your teammate going to victory lane. Your other teammate coming home 10th here, so everybody in the top 10. Good night overall.
It was a good night overall. We really had a lot of speed tonight, and I wish I was the one in victory lane, and I wish you would be interviewing the 94 next. But like I said, I got into him. Hopefully, we'll be able to mend things up by next week. So when he's behind me and I'm leading, I can win the race.
Well, just go down to Krispy Kreme and grab a box of donuts and take to him, and I think you'll be all right.
Sounds like a plan, man.
All righty, man. Tony, again, congratulations. Second year of the night here.
Thank you, sir.
From Nashville. Congrats, bud.
Thank you.
Tony and Jabs, everybody coming home second. Gonna have to make a trip to Krispy Kreme, I'm sure, at some point this week before next week. Burns not with us here on the Discord. So without Burns, let's go the other route with this. We'll talk to the driver of the Krispy Kreme, Ryan. All right, Michael Whitley, you got me, sir.
Yes, sir. What's going on?
Well, it was a great run, and then a little bit of contact there with you and the teammate turning around, coming home to it officially tonight, man.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's one of those things. It's short tack racing. At the end of the day, it's vendors. They're gonna touch. It's it sucks when it's your teammate, but at the same time, it's expected. I mean, nothing that in a situation that I wouldn't do. I would have drove it down just as deep in there. At the end of the day, it sucks, but on to the next one. I think we got Myrtle Beach next week, so just kind of put forth the effort and look forward to that.
And for me, well, I'm kind of disappointed. You want to know why I'm disappointed?
Why is that?
I'm looking at your and Tony's pictures, okay? And I have this great MMA fight in mind that we could have had.
Hey, we can do it. Let's do it.
I mean, you look like you're about the same weight class. I think we can make it happen.
Yeah. I mean, we can make this happen. I mean, we can sell pre-race, post-race, whatever we want to do.
Yeah, exactly. We'll just get the admin team down here to pull a ring down there on the front straightaway, and we'll just handle it right after the race.
Yeah. We'll create the full follow MMA experience.
I'll get the girlfriend over here to be the ring girl with the little cards.
There we go.
We got this handled just that quickly.
Hey, that's perfect. That's how great plans start.
Right. Well, man, great run for you tonight, coming home in 10th. And I know you could have had a little bit more in the top 5 there if that didn't happen. But like you said, all kidding aside, short track racing, just a part of it.
Yep, just another one, and just file one away in the memory bank for the next time.
Yeah, forward, man. Well, again, man, congratulations coming home in the top 10. And looking forward to seeing you 1 week from tonight, man.
Yes, sir. We appreciate it, Matt. You do a great job, man.
Thanks, buddy. All right, there we go. That is Mr. Michael here. Let's see who else we can talk to because we're missing third. So let's talk to Douglas because Douglas got turned around there as well. Let's talk to Josh Douglas here. Hey, Josh Douglas, it's Matt down here in the Extreme Sim TV booth.
Hey, man.
What's up, buddy? I've been over here organizing the MMA fight for the last 5 minutes. I think we're going to sell some more tickets, man, make the league money.
Heck yeah. Do it.
But, man, I tell you what, you had a hell of a run going, but unfortunately, fought back to 6, but you got turned around there late at one point.
Yeah, unfortunate, but, it happened. He was probably getting a little impatient. But all in all, it's okay. Good night.
Good night. It was a fun night, right? That's what it's all about.
It was a fun night. Probably shouldn't have had so many cautions at a racetrack like that. I mean, Nashville is not that tough of a track. We had a bunch of cautions. It'd have been fun to get a long green flag go there, but all in all, fun night. That's what we're here for, to have fun, and I hope everybody's enjoying it. And we'll get at it again next week.
Yeah, we'll get back at her for round number 7. Man, this series is going to be over before we know it.
It's going to be gone quick.
Next season, next year, when we get done with the Cup and we come back and we try to do this again, we got to give this a new name for next year, like the Winter Heat Series or something. Got to come up with something.
Well, I believe here at iNASCAR Racing Series, I think we're going to try something maybe a little different every winter. We've talked about doing maybe the 87 cars at some classic tracks like Bristol and Nashville, Wilkesboro, Talladega, Daytona. So we got a lot of things in the process. We got a lot of good guys signed up for this league and a lot of support. So
yeah,
we want to do something fun.
Yeah, man, and I'm going to make a joke here. The Fox wanting the LA Coliseum and kind of getting in their way. If we have 4-cylinder cars by next winter, by golly, I better see a 4-cylinder race somewhere.
Yeah. Let's bring them all down to Bowman Gray.
Exactly. Okay, iRacing, we need Bowman Gray and 4-cylinder cars before next winter.
Yeah, that's right.
All righty, man. Well, again, congratulations. Coming home 6th here tonight, Josh. As always, it's an absolute blast.
I appreciate it, Matt, and what a great job you do, and we look forward to the future together.
And Thor, man, we'll see you yet again next week, bud.
Thanks.
All right, folks, let's take a quick gander through our finishing results here tonight. Me up front there, Josh in 6th, David Overstreet back there, Bryant Mason Hughes back there in 13th. Had a rough night. But that's going to do it for round number 6 here tonight as we get ready to head on and move on with the late model series, and we will see round number 7 from down in Myrtle Beach 1 week from tonight, December the 29th, before we head to Bristol on January the 5th and start closing out the late model series. Again, everybody, fun night. Had a blast. Thank you guys for coming out. We will see you next time at Myrtle Beach. Have a great night, everybody. I'm going to get out of here before I instigate more fights. So we'll see you at Myrtle Beach.